Now, scrutinize existing programs and financial practices for the efficacy and greater efficiency. Rarely are budgets fully funded, except in election years when they have been underfunded by $95,740,091 consistently for the past 3 years. Most bodies that have fiduciary responsibilities try to make reasonable projections of costs and are understanding that the funding body has pressure from the electorate to keep taxes as low as possible. The Board of Supervisors is the funding body for the school board, but the Constitution of Virginia only says the school board has the prerogative of how to spend their money. That bothers them to some degree. When faced with shortfalls, the school board can quickly, and often does, find these two major areas where cuts can be made: teacher compensation and/or teacher benefits, because they affect a lot of people and involve a lot of money. Or they can raise class size. These are the easy ways of doing it. Every school jurisdiction sometimes refers to those two. My feeling is that this maneuver is limited, however, if you want to maintain a good, strong system. And here's something Steve's not going to like. Steve, listen to this, brother. When I was on the board, I suggested that we cut the FLES program, much to the chagrin of many people. The FLES program was foreign language in the elementary schools. At the time, the FLES program cost $4.5 million and 65 teaching positions. I also could tell you there'd be one teacher for every school we had in the county. Okay, 65 teaching positions. At the end of 6 years, the students could do what? They had to go into Spanish 1 just like anybody who never was in the FLES program. To me, that's not efficacy. That is interesting that they have the exposure to Spanish. I'm sure they have a better thought about taking a foreign language. But the teachers told me that not one of them came over there with a body of knowledge that could be used effectively in the classroom. So, not all students are developing ready for the FLES program, but I would suggest for us in Loudoun County, as has been done in Fairfax, and I always like to point to Fairfax, but they do have some good ideas now and then. If you really want to do this, have an immersion program. But my suggestion is have it optional. In other words, not all students are ready to learn a foreign language at their developmental stage in elementary school. Some are. Some are precocious, some will take to it like orders. Others will find it difficult because a lot of the subject matter would be taught in that foreign language. So you have to let the parents and the students opt into that program. That's a good way to do it if you want to teach a foreign language, and I would advocate that, of course. People tell me I didn't like Spanish teachers. I didn't like Spanish, so they like things. So sometimes you take an unpopular position. But I'm trying to tell you, look for something other than on the backs of the teachers in raising class size. It takes scrutiny. It takes looking at things that you've done, that you've accepted, and saying, is this working or is it not working?